going on, guys? Pixel Dragon here, back with another video, and today I got ranked 35 Bibi solo showdown. This was a really tough journey, I would say, but I had really fun doing it, and I'll be commenting over some gameplay, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so into the first game, and I see a B right off the bat, and if you guys didn't know, B hard counters Bibi, and Bibi actually isn't as good as people say in the showdown meta, I would say, because she kind of has a lot of counters, such as other Bibis that have more cubes, and B and Shelly can hard counter Bibi once she has her super, and Edgar. So Bibi, you have to play really strategically in order to win. So right now I'm just being very careful, and I try to gain this B's trust here. Yeah, so all of these games throughout this video have insane endings, and I even played Nate in the third game, so I'd recommend sticking around and checking out these endings, or just skipping to the ends if you want. So right here I'm just hiding behind this wall, because sometimes when I let the bees charge super off of me, they usually just slow me right away and kill me, which is so toxic. I would never do that, but I guess some people do it though. So right here, the Mortis, I knew he was there and he's an easy kill, but I knew if I went for him, then the other BB would go for me, which is not what I want. And I see all these tanks are spinning, and this B spins with me, so it's not good to like go against a B, because they can really help you towards the end and fight the other tanks, since BB like needs to run into the gas with the storm damage and only dealing 100 damage per second. So right here, the BB ends up taking out the Mortis, which is good, because that was an easy kill and he was just waiting around. So I decided not to backstab this B, because I knew the B could be helpful throughout this game if I let her live. So I see everyone is spinning in this lobby, and I was very worried. So throughout this push, I have a mentality to lose as little as possible, since in order to gain, I need top 2 every game, which can be very tough. But getting a 4th or a 3rd place even, it's like really good, because you only lose 1, and although it might take like 10 minutes to recover, you didn't really lose much, and you still have positive vibes going. So throughout this push, like when I tilted, I started being so angry, and I started losing a lot, which is not what you want. You should take a break. So right here, everything's happening, and I'm just staying. And that B actually was very helpful and shot everyone but me. And I finished it off, and that was a nice game. So the next game, this is Safety Center the next day. And this map can be very tough sometimes, because all it takes is for one B to shoot at you, and you're screwed. So far this lobby, I see it's pretty lucky so far, because there's a lot of tanks, which is what I prefer over a bunch of Bs, but it can be annoying at the end when all the BBs just run into the gas with gadget popped, and basically whoever has the most cubes win. So I see everyone spinning, which is very annoying, although I'm doing it as well. So this Tara, I got really scared here because I could get pinched. So right now, I thought I was going to get a 10 fat minus 13, but I don't even have any idea how I got out of this, though. No one was even teaming with me, and this Tara had super. And luckily, the other B had to fight a different B, which let me survive. So lucky right here, so would have wasted like 40 minutes just for me to recover all that. So this B comes back, and now finally decides to spin with me. And I had to get out of this position because I didn't want to get pinched again. So I just camped here because I knew no one was here. And at the top, there's so many BBs there. And I would recommend not standing next to everyone, because it's a high chance of backstabbing. And during endgame, they will kill you. So I like to stay by as little people as possible. But definitely don't stand by a Shelly no matter what. Even if they don't have super, they are a big threat. So this Primo, I was very scared here, because Primo would jump hard count as BB if you didn't know. So towards the right side, there's a bunch of Bs fighting, which is what I like to see, because towards the end, I usually lose to B because they have honeycoat. And by the time I swing my attack, they already popped all their 3Ks and stuff like that. It's very annoying, and they can slow you as well. So the two Bs over there died, and right now, all the BBs are left except for one B, and I was so scared right here. I saw that there was 4 BBs at the top, and I didn't know that there was no one on the right side at the time. So when this Primo, he decided to throw me over there, which was actually a good thing, but I didn't know that yet. And I was so scared right here because I didn't know what was going to happen. And I just decided to stay out of the fight. And somehow I ended up winning that even when I was in the middle of everything, which is insane. So let's hop into the next game, or the last game of this video. So this is the game that I went up against Big Nate 35, if you guys know him. He was being pretty annoying towards the end, but I'll save that later. So whenever I see an Edgar, I let him get the Qs because there's no point in contesting, because Edgar hard counters Bibi. So if you waste your knockback, he jumps at that right opportunity and there's nothing you can do because Bibi struggles when someone gets up right close to her. So like, even if you fight an Edgar at close range, they could jump over your knockback at the last second. So I recommend never running into an Edgar because nothing good will come out of it. So I see that I'm next to 2 counters right here, so I try to rotate up and always make sure there's a wall between you and the B because they could backstab and slow you at any moment and you can't do anything about it. So I see that this Colette's getting pinched, so I just stand here and I decided not to kill this Max because she was being very useful trying to kill this Colette. So I didn't want to rush this Colette because one time in Forsaken Falls, a Colette pushed me into the storm, which is very toxic, and I got really frustrated. So the Colette went down, and this Max, I was teaming with the Max. I didn't really trust anyone else at the time because Edgars often try to backstab towards the end, and I see that this B tries to backstab, which was expected because Bs never want to be in endgame because they're really bad towards endgame. So here's Nate here. So I didn't want this Leon to take my position, so I had to knock him away so that this B can help me kill him, which was Nate. This Leon was trying to come up, but I tried to knock him in the storm again, and he ended up going down. So right now, I thought I was in the best position, but Nate decided to slow me. So the more Bs that go down, the better. So at this point, I thought I was gonna gain 0 because the Edgar and the B were teaming and I was the odd one out, so I just ran into Storm so that hopefully they would fight while I run out, and luckily these healing mushrooms actually came. So lucky, and the Edgar actually killed Nate and somehow I came in and won, so that was pretty lucky. If you guys enjoyed me showing my rank 35 BB gameplay, I'll be showing some more games on more open maps on the next video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to slap the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.